On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got three, fellas. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got some space here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, Collins. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 32 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The toss. Here's Allen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
This is Collins on the toss. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They go again with Collins. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Stepping up. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need... And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Wormley getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Wormley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
77.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's countered. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And now here come the Ravens. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action with Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.